Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a special unboxing. So first up, you'll see here is my EMP EDC Nimble in the frag pattern. Well, you guys all know, well, you might know that last Saturday, he dropped some more knives that were not pre-ordered. And of course, I really like this knife, so I bought the other one. So I have that to unbox, and I'll use this to do that. But I just unboxed this from Omaha Knife. This is called Gunny Glide. So this is a type of lubricant you can use on your knives. So you guys know I absolutely love knife pivot lube. KPL is my preferred lubricant for knives. They sponsor my live shows, so I have a link below, kpl.com, knifepivotlube.com. Use the code LEFTY10 to get 10% off your order. I appreciate everybody who uses that. You guys do use it. There's I get a couple referral orders, a week, maybe 3 or 4 a week, so it really helps the channel. But anyway, you guys know I love KPL, so this is something I wanted to test out because I've been hearing about it. And I finally found it in stock at Omaha Knife. I don't know if they still have it, but they had 10 and 15 milliliter bottles, so I picked up the 15 because if it's good, I'm going to use it. I think I paid, I can't remember now, I think it was like 20 bucks shipped for this. I honestly can't remember now, so it couldn't have been that much. All right, so I am going to unbox the knife, and then we will disassemble it and use that Gunny Glide. That's my plan anyway. I recently did a disassembly on this guy, and then I did it again to try these different bearings in there that did not fit, so sadly that did not work. So here we go, there's the box. Oh, it actually comes in a different box than normal. Anything else in here? Nope. Okay, get rid of that. And we will compare these two. So let me put this guy aside real quick. Really loving that knife, by the way. Here it is in this cool box. This obviously is made by QSP. EMP EDC has it made. And look at that, it comes with a $20 bill. So the story behind this guy is when I went to order it, I reached out to John, he's the guy behind EMP EDC, and I said, hey man, since I pre-ordered the frag, is there any way I could get like a discount on buying a second one? And I told him, I was like, I'm gonna wait like an hour to do it because I don't want anybody who wants one that didn't get one yet, I don't want to like just jump in, and if they're gonna be gone that fast, then I don't want to be a dick and buy another one before somebody gets their first one. So I waited an hour into the drop to order this. That's how patient I am. Anyway, he gave me a code to take 20 bucks off, and I guess somebody else had used the code because it didn't work. And I told him, and I guess he threw a 20 in to refund me for that. So that's what that is. That's cool. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. You get your EMP EDC stickers. Bada bang. Really cool. I like the atom type thing going on here. So there's that. And here's the knife. So this is number 42. First production. So my frag is number 14. So I have number 14 and number 42. That's pretty cool. I don't know if they were numbered separately, like if the frag was numbered and then these were numbered. I'm guessing that's how it went, but who knows. So let me just put this down, put everything back in here, shut this up, except for the 20. All right, here she is. So this is the Stonewash Titanium with blue accents. It's almost like a blurple. It's kind of bluish purple to me. I don't know how it comes across. There's that 42. Yeah, there's the atom design on there again, the pivot. Got your blue hardware. Nice and solid. So this one's a little heavier than this one. just like ever so slightly, and that's because this frag pattern is milled in, so you're losing a little bit of scale weight there. Everything else is identical. Centering on this one is dead nuts. So this one, when I got it, was just slightly off. It could have been my eyes too, I don't know. But I've disassembled it twice now, and there's absolutely no play, and it is dead center, so no worries there. Let's give her a flick. Ooh. Don't know why I'm acting like this is a new knife. You can see some lube coming out of there. Really cool stonewashing on this. It really does scream, and you know, I'm not trying to say he copied anybody. It screams Vero Impulse. So and that's because I had a Vero Impulse with this exact colorway. Stonewash titanium and then blue accent. So it's kind of hard not to see that. And again, I'm not saying he copied that or whatever. They're pretty common colors, right? Ooh. That's the D10. Wow. I mean, they feel almost identical. Yeah, I mean, I don't really notice the difference one way or the other. That a jimping feels more aggressive. Sorry, I'm nerding out right now. Look at these guys. Absolutely just a sexy design. I love the colors he chose for this run. And if you guys are keeping track on his Instagram, he has some ideas, man. He has an XL version coming, and he showed a murdered out Nimble. Just so cool, right? Now, do I want to take it apart? Because look at this. You know, but that's how it was before, and then I got it to basically be the same way. Ooh, what was that? Is it a lighter detent? He says. I don't think so. Oh, that one kind of shoots out of there. That's because I'm putting a little bit of pressure on that lock bar. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say... I don't know. Maybe it has less of the lock bar pressure thing going on. It's definitely smoother, so like, you know, I could feel it being a little more slippery in my hand now. I might have some oil on my hand from that. Whereas this is just like, it's smooth frag pattern, but I don't know, it just kind of perfectly grabs your hand. I really like the action on this one. It might just be because I have had this one, you know, that this one feels different. So let's get into it. Pivot. T8, of course. Looks like this one was Loctited, maybe. I don't think my other one was. Must have just been really tight. Oh no, you can see it in there. But the Loctite hasn't really dried yet. The heat, man. The heat is real. So on my other one, all I have to do is take this screw out. And then this screw. And she pops right apart. Yeah, so you can see they went all out with that Loctite and that lube. Look at this. Well, I don't know if that was John, maybe, because I don't know if he assembles them, but I prefer much less. What is that? Interesting. Hang on, let me... Oh, that's the screw. It just looks weird in there. That's funny. All right, so we lost the seal washer, so hang on. Let's... Oh, God. Okay. I guess it did dry in there a little bit. I got some good chunkage. Now, if you watched my unboxing, you would know, my other one, you would know that I think I complained about it being, I didn't complain, but I said it was, the pivot was a little loose. So perhaps he Loctited it because I said that, which would make sense, listening to your customers and all. But I gotta take everything apart, so, man, a lot of something in there. Can't get these fuckers out. Seriously, is there that much lube in there just holding these bitches in? Oh, okay, calm down, Kev. Smacking the edge against stuff. Alright, I'm gonna get something. Handy dandy KPL sticks. One. And these are backwards too, at least from the way I would put them in. So that's something to note. Now, you don't have to do it the way I do it. It's just the way I figured makes more sense to keep it clean, right? You don't want that grime in there. I'm gonna put some EDCI on here, although I will admit it does not seem to do shit. My other Nimble, I had some rusting in the, you can see a little bit of that pitting in the fuller there where the bead blast is, and that's just, basically no knife is any match for ass juice. So, you know, I carry knives in my back pocket, and sometimes I sweat, and the ass juice gets it, you know. And if it, right now the humidity is insane here, and the sweating because it's 90 degrees and humid as shit, it's just like brutal. And I don't blame the knives really, because I've had it happen to a Riot made M390, obviously this M390, my Sumo 20CV. It does seem that 20CV is more susceptible than the knives I have in like S35 or even other steels like S90 or something. I don't know why M390 would be less resistant to those, but I'm going to use a trick that Jordan told me to try, which was rub it in by hand and then let it sit and then rub it off. Maybe if I do it by hand, it'll get in there a little better, get into the pores of the steel. I don't know. But I listen to my friends, okay? Okay, you don't want to stand up? You don't want to stand up? All right, hold on right there. All right, cool. Yeah, so, sorry. I know you guys have seen this knife before, so this may be boring to some of you. But I like knives and I cannot lie. So, it is what it is. I am excited. If you guys were watching the live last night with Casey and Jarrett from Neves Knives and Knives Fast, I ordered a Trevor Burger custom, which is on the way from AfricanCustomKnives.com. Really cool. I'm excited about that. I have a Megaron on the way to try them out, which I'm not really having high hopes about now after seeing the one Casey has in. And then what else is going on? I have a bunch of loaners coming in. It's crazy. I didn't have any loaners for a while, and then now it's like all loaners all the time. This guy is really beat up. Okay, it doesn't matter because that's the side that goes down. Get whatever this is out of there. Try to keep every part of the knife clean because you never know what could mess with your action. And we want good action, right, guys? All right, let's clean this blade off. Yeah, maybe that worked. I don't know. Never tried that before. I used to just rub it in with the cloth, so it's possible the cloth was sucking it all up, but I mean, it should have rubbed it in at least. I don't know. But maybe that will do a better job, because I have not seen very good results with EDCI. All right, here we go. Gunny Glide. Oh, that was easy to open. So very similar applicator to KPL. Now, this does not have, this is not a, God damn it. This is not a heavy or a light, so I don't know exactly how it's going to go. I might try it on the detent ball, or I might still just use KPL. We'll see what happens. So, okay. So it is a clear liquid. Trying to see how, like, try to give you an idea of how fluid it is. I need something that's not white, don't I? Let me try this. So there's a dot. Oh, okay. So it kind of does act like KPL heavy in a way. It's not really going anywhere. Look at that. Okay. We might as well do a comparison, right? So here is your KPL original. KPL original, same amount there. Okay. So maybe a little more misshapen than the Gunny Glide was. And then let's get out the heavy. Here is the heavy. Now this stuff is thick, which is what I like for detents. So there is your heavy. See that? That ain't going nowhere. This stuff is heavy, sticky almost, right? Absolutely love me some KPL heavy. All right. So, but to be fair, to test this out, I will use the Gunny Glide on everything. All right. So here we go. I put it on there. The bearing has an ass end, so I'm gonna put the ass end up because they had it the other way, but I want that ass end into the bearing pocket on here to help keep it from getting grime in there and stuff. I like that this stuff is clear. I don't know why that means anything to anybody, especially me, but kind of like it. Ass down, like I said. I did try to put different bearings in here, and they just don't work. I had it going with Gillian's, and it was like, the action was incredible. But as soon as I tightened the scale screws down, it like locked up because they're just too thick. The knife isn't made to have bearings that thick. It needs to be these little ass ones. So I wasn't able to pull that off. So let's see here. My other one just kind of pops together. So let's see how this one goes. Yep. Okay. So here is where I just make sure the pivot goes through. Yep. I am going to just use this to keep it in place. While I assemble the rest, and then we'll go back to that pivot. Put that guy in. Actually, since we're here, I'm going to put the tiniest bit of Loctite on these. If anybody's sticking around for this video, well, you're cool. Just saying. There. Literally just want to use the littlest bit. Ooh, what happened there? Hang on. Whoa, okay. not really going crazy tightening that yet. Get this guy here. Yeah, because you've seen this disassembly before. There's really no reason to watch this. So, I mean, you could just watch the first part with the comparison or whatever and move on, right? That's what I would bet most people would do, but... Alright, now we need to get this guy out again. Alright, just get it on the threads there. I always get a little on the tip of it, which, you know, whatever. Alright, so now I'm going to close this. I'm going to finish tightening these guys. Okay. Centering's off, so we got a little more room here, I think. There we go. No blade play. A little stiff. Still not giving me that action. Could it be that Gunny glide? Could just be the bearings need to break in, but when it got here, it was fine, right? How's the lock stick? A little bit. Yeah, this one just slides right over. It did wear in on the other one, though. Seems to be breaking in. Now, centering, on the other hand, let's see. Just seems a little off to the show side. Still off to the show side. Now it's super stiff, right? Something is amiss here, so I'm going to take it apart. See, now it's like, drops like butter. And the centering's good. Huh. And there's no blade play. So was it? That's what I'm saying with the other one. The same thing happened. It was like loosening the screws helped somehow. So maybe they just can't be as tight as I have them. Had them, I don't know. Centering is good. Lock stick's gone. Interesting. Not quite drop. Alright, so I got distracted there, but where I'm at right now is it's pretty good. There's no blade play in any direction. It drops like that. Shake down. We are... It is goddamn close, okay? I think it's dead center. I mean, this one, if anything, is off to the clip side. And this one, if anything, is dead center. So, I'll take it. This is on the Gunny Glide, guys. So, I did have to kind of finagle there a little bit. Definitely no play. It's a rock. That's what I really like about this knife. You can get it rock solid in the pivot and still have good action, right? It's not perfect action right now, but it's good. This one broke in so nicely. I mean, look at that. Now I don't know if KPL is helping that because I do use heavy on the detent ball, but it's just butter. This one right now isn't quite that good. It has a little bit of something right here where it doesn't quite get that full drop like this one does, but it's really good, and I think it's gonna break in, so I don't want to mess with it too much. You know, I don't want to just be taking it apart again and thinking I can make it better or whatever. It's probably just the bearing needs to wear in better and we'll be good to go. I can't remember how this felt at first, but it was probably something like this. So solid pivot, drop down, shake, dead center. I mean, you can't really ask for more than that. Let me just make sure these are tight. Yeah, they had a little in there, a little movement in there. Hang on, let's try this one. That one's a rock, so let's see if that changed anything. Centering's still good. Still good. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit for at least 24 hours and get that Loctite cured. Luckily, I have this guy to keep me company. And then, yeah, we'll see. Is it something I'm going to keep? Am I going to keep both around? You know, that's an interesting proposition there because I tend to get duplicates of knives, but I don't always tend to keep them long term. And I know there's people out there that want one of these. So if I'm not feeling 100% about it, I'll probably sell this one, but not right now. It's not where I'm at, so don't ask, please. The frag one for sure is not going anywhere. I will say right off the bat, just the way it feels, I like the frag better. It seems like the D10 is ever so slightly stronger when I'm doing the flick like that. It just feels more clicky. It feels a little bit, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But this one, yeah, see there, you can lock it up. Just seems lighter somehow, even though I don't think it really is. I wonder if it's just how my fingers land on the frag or something. Let's flick it right-handed and see. It feels the same, to be honest. Oh, wait. Yeah, this one does feel a little stronger, actually, when I do that type of test. So, I guess it's possible that the detents are a little off. You know, they're not always going to be the same on a knife. So, sorry, I get obsessed with centering. It looks good. All right, I'm putting it away. I'm done. Sorry, guys. That's it. And, you know, we'll see how this breaks in because right now, this did not impress me. as of right now, compared to KPL, this is not as good. Obviously, it works fine or whatever, but I sort of remember taking this apart and putting KPL in there when I put it back together, and it's just so smooth. I don't know. I'm biased. I love KPL, but I'm honest, so, like, I don't know. We'll see. But this is not like some game-changing, it's better than KPL stuff to me right now. But I'll keep trying it, and we'll see how it goes. So that's it, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. I love you all, and I will catch you later. Hey guys, I just want to do a quick kind of follow-up, like, first impressions of the blue Nimble here, or titanium and blue Nimble. So I didn't want to do a separate video on it. Obviously, I've already done a few on this knife. Couple of things I want to note, like, right off the bat. So this knife right here is not quite as smooth as this guy right here. It's just a lot, not a lot, but it drops shut a little bit better on this guy, a little smoother. Now, these bearings could break in more and then kind of get there. And I also did use that Gunny juice in here instead of KPL in here. I did put a little KPL heavy on this detent ball track because I didn't feel like it was gonna get smoother the way it was with the Gunny juice. So I may have to take this guy apart again in a day or so. I'm gonna see how it breaks in, but I may take it apart again and put KPL in the pivot, or maybe just spray it out and put some in there, because it seems like KPL does a much better job in the bearing situation. One big difference I've noticed so far is actually the lefty reverse flick. So as a lefty, I have this lock bar in the way, right? On this one right here, I can kind of ride the lock bar and I still get to flick it real easy. You know, I can lock it up if I put enough pressure down. I mean, I tried there. Okay, maybe I can't. There, I can kind of lock it up if I put enough pressure. Now this one, it's stuck. Like, it's stuck. I can't get it out. So I've noticed a few times already that I'm like right here, I'm stuck like this. I can't get it. I have to lower my grip to flick it, right? And I've noticed the detent feels stronger at times on this one. I think I said that in the unboxing disassembly part, that this detent felt stronger, but then I was doing this and whatever, trying to gauge it, and they seem the same. So I think it's the lock bar pressure. This one seems to be much more susceptible to it. And I don't know if that's because of the frag, maybe just the way it's milled and everything, and the way your fingers land, you end up with more pressure towards the front where the lock bar is, as opposed to the back where the scale is. Because on this one, you have this, you don't have that frag pattern, and maybe it just allows you to put your pressure towards the back onto the scale as opposed to the lock bar. But it does seem like this titanium one is much more lefty friendly. If you're into the reverse flick or whatever, and you're a lefty and you're trying to decide which one to get, and you probably did what I did and you were like, well, I'm gonna get the one that looks the best, right? Well, it turns out that at least on these two examples, the titanium one just works better left-handed. You can put your hand anywhere, you can just land it and fire, and it shoots out. Whereas on the frag one, you kind of have to place. You will get a spot where you lock it up and then you have to readjust and flick. Not a big deal, not the end of the world. I still really like this one. I like the action a little better on this one, but that's kind of a big deal to people, right? That you can use it much easier as a lefty. Yeah, the detent just feels similar on all other aspects. If I do this, I don't really notice a difference. Yeah, well, maybe it is lighter, so hang on. Let's do that one again. Take it to the brake, and it just fires out. Take it to the brake. My finger got in the way. Take it to the brake. I don't know. It's hard to tell, man. I can do that, but I don't know. Can I do that with this one? Yeah, so I don't know, guys. The detent, it's close enough that I don't think it matters. And who cares? These are mine, right? Yours is obviously going to be different. If these are different in detent, then who's to say yours isn't even different? So, like, why does it make a difference? I wanted to point out that the lock bar thing, though, because that's a big deal. Somehow, now again, that could be this example versus this example, but I think it has to do with the milling. I really do. I think that this extra milling for the frag pattern somehow makes it where your finger lands in a different area. Like, I don't know if it's raised up more back here or something. I don't know, but it just works better, and I'm good with that. So, yeah, so if I could get this one to have the action this one does, you know, I might just keep this one and sell this one. Or, you know, so far I like both, but I don't need both, right? And I kind of prefer the frag, but, you know, so stupid first world problems. One other thing is the scales. Obviously, this is a stonewashed titanium versus a frag pattern. I will say it seems like you do get a little more grip on this guy. Like when you're manipulating it and stuff, you don't slip off at all. You don't feel it slipping. On this one, it's smoother. It's not quite smooth, so it's still good. But on this one, the ergonomics are a little better. So because you don't have that frag pattern in your hand, it just feels a little softer in your hand. It feels like for cutting, this one might be better. But for like fidgeting and stuff, this one might be better, I guess, because you get a better grip when you're maneuvering it or manipulating it. And then one last thing on both of them. Well, really this one, when you drop it, that corner of the edge right there will hit you in the nail if you let it, right? This one hits me all the time, and I'm not going to do it because it fucking hurts right now. It's to the point where my thumb fucking is like bruised under the nail from this guy hitting it, which is a good thing. I mean, the action's fantastic. It kind of reminds me of the Evo 2.0. It's the same thing. Or the Evo 1.0 I had from Kyle. That thing fucking hurt my thumb because, you know, and it's the corner of the edge hitting you, which is good because you're not dulling the edge at all. And, you know, but it's bad because you're getting hit with a point. And it can hurt a little bit. So just keep that in mind. This one drops right now, drops a little slower, so it doesn't quite hurt. This one just guillotines. And yeah, so anything else I want to note? No. So obviously I'll do the full review of these knives, or one of them, or whatever happens. But that is kind of the wrap up to the new Nimble and first impressions of it. I really like this one. I like both of them, guys. They're just really cool. The blade on these is fantastic. You know, I don't want to minimize that because I'm talking about action so much, but it's a fidget king, right? One of the fidget kings out there, along with the Sumo for me right now. But in terms of cutting, it is phenomenal at cutting. So it's also a very good user as well. It's just not huge, right? You're not going to do big tasks with it or anything. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I love you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and come on, Kev. I will catch you later. Stay nimble, bitches. I gotta cut that out.